Hi, welcome to Box on the Box, Rock and Celluloid, Botbrack for short. I'm Edward Box. So my film review I'm going to do for you today is Late Night with the Devil. So I've done a horror double bill this week. I had The First Omen earlier in the week. And now this film, a good week for horror and for horror fans. This film first kind of popped up on my radar a few weeks back when I read some stuff about it, and again it's one of those films I hadn't heard about. Apparently it started to create a buzz at the South by Southwest Film Festival, Stephen King being one of its admirers. So what's this about? Well, you've got the actor David Dast Malchin he's called, and he is playing a chat show host based in the Illinois area called Jack Delroy. So the start of the film gives you a preamble about the history of his character. You know, when he started doing chat shows, what he sort of did on his chat shows, stuff about his background, what he gets up to in his private life, stuff like that. And basically, you know, he's trying to get a better share of the ratings. He's kind of pretty admired, but he's never kind of got to Johnny Carson level. So the last ditch attempt, he and his producers put together a Halloween special for his chat show, which is called Night Owls with Jack Delroy. So after the preamble, you get like the found footage of the chat show. So basically it's been broadcast at the time, not seen for a long time, and they've unearthed the tapes. I guess they've kind of digitized them, you could assume that, and made it look crisp. We'll come to the look of the film. So what the first thing about this, the real benefit of this is I didn't recognise any of the actors, or if I did, it's really vague, so they don't come with any baggage, so you firmly kind of believe they are the characters they're playing. I imagine the actors might have workshopped this quite a bit and improvised, because the way they interact is very natural. It's like they know each other. So Dast Malchin is excellent. I think this is the kind of role where someone's grabbing the leading role. You know, this guy's never done a leading role before. He's been acting in theatre, bit parts in TV, stuff like that, and he's nailed it, really good. And then there's a guy called Ian Bliss who's playing Carmichael the Conjurer. So this is some Australian character actor. He's very good. He's based on a guy called James Randi. So people who are into paranormal stuff, James Randi's a big debunker and he's a bit of a legend. There's another guy called Faisal Bazi. He's playing Christo, a psychic. He's clearly based on Uri Geller. So children of the 1970s and beyond will remember the Spoonbender. And the other great performance, I'm just looking at his name, is Rhys O'Terry. He's playing a guy called Gus McConnell. He's Jack's sidekick. So you remember on chat shows, they've usually got the guy who's either a member of the band who kind of hangs out with the band, and he makes gags and they, you know, back and forth. This is really well done. Again, it's really natural. The other thing is the band's excellent. So clearly when the directors, there's two directors on this, I'll just tell you, Colin Carnes and Cameron Carnes. So I'm guessing they're either husband and wife or brothers. The brothers, I've just seen there. So yeah, you'll quite interesting. Actually, quite a lot of brother relationships in directing now. But anyway, so the band sound really good. They're doing like kind of funky 70s jazz. You know, if you stayed for right to the end credits, there's a really cool funky tune, a bit of Lalo Schifrin with some nice outside piano, maybe a Fender Rhodes. Really, it is probably a Fender Rhodes. Really good. So this has, you know, various kind of satanic references and stuff. It's like this, like Abraxas and stuff like that. So basically the chat show thing, it's you know, he brings each guest on and things get progressively more spooky. It's very funny as well initially. Particularly with the James Randi type character, the Carmichael, that's really good. Like I say, Dast Malchin is excellent, and the look of it is great. It's got a really good 70s look. So all the characters are wearing awful 70s clothes. There's that thing, you know, when you see 70s films and everyone's kind of got the right flares and the right t-shirt. This isn't that film. You know, it looks more like how they look in The Exorcist. Or something like that, or Harold and Maude. You know, you get those really horrible 70s clothes. I'm sure we've all got pictures of family pictures with those kind of clothes on, so that would ring a bell. So the look of the film's really good. If you are familiar with kind of TV formats, you'll know the UK format was 625, 625 lines. This is in analog times. But in America it was 525 lines. So when you got a video, you had to get NTSC, is it? playback, and that could actually be a really crisp image, but you kind of wash it out a bit, and it's kind of got that look. It's like they've taken video footage on the NTSC format, digitized it, and got a bit of colour, and it's just got, they've got that just right. The set design's excellent. It's got that kind of wooden plasticity. It's got the colours right. The chairs they sit on, you know, productions of chat shows now are so kind of quite involved, glamorous, whereas back then in the 70s, they're really, you know, quite brown and basic. That's what it gets, really, the brownness of the thing. So how scary it is, pretty creepy as it goes along. It makes excellent use of practical effects. I did find it lost me a little bit towards the end. And I probably got a mark for that. I'm probably going to give it a 7, 7.5, but it is really worth catching this. It's imaginative. The acting's really good. I think Das Malchian will be seeing more. I think he'll get some more expanded parts. The soundtrack's good. The way they use the in-house band is good. The other thing is the audience as well. There's bits where he interacts with the audience, and again, it just feels really authentic. They've obviously cast the audience members really well. They've got the extras dressed right. It really does feel like you're sitting in a chat show. People, I think Mark Kermode compared this to Ghostwatch, the classic kind of fake spooky thing we did in 1992. I can kind of see that idea. The only difference, this is using the found footage format, but it has a much better, the way they do that, it's just much more engaging. It hasn't got some like crap sort of video stuff you get, although I do like Wreck and the first Paranormal Activity. But like I say, the kind of look, feel, music's very good. I suppose from a British point of view, there's bits where the Jack Delroy character, you know, he's doing that almost that cheesy Alan Partridge thing. Remember the great Alan Partridge, the first series, where it was just a chat show format. He has that great Tony LeMesmer on Summering the Spirits of Taramacouche. Really good. It's kind of, you know, you've got to imagine an American version of that a little bit, but, you know, with unintentional comedy. I was trying to think, obviously, the Jack Delroy characters, he's in the shadows of someone like Johnny Carson, but he's not even as good as Dick Cavett, but he's you know, he's warm and friendly on his Night Owls with Jack Delroy, his show's called. But I suppose if you're looking for a British equivalent, it might be someone like Russell Harty or Michael Aspel. You know, Michael Parkinson was the king of chat. You remember that chat show, and Wogan did well. So it's kind of that kind of vibe, you know, it's that second string guy who's good, but just not quite as good. Okay, thanks for checking this out. See you again soon. Remember to share and subscribe. Thanks very much.